1945 affirmed that the terms of the Cairo Declaration would be carried out. On 1st October 1949, the Central People's Government of the People's Republic of China was declared, becoming the sole legitimate government representing the entire China. Due to the continued Chinese Civil War and external interference, the two sides of the Taiwan Strait has been in a long-term state of political confrontation. But it never changed the fact that both the mainland of China and Taiwan belongs to China's sole sovereignty. Throughout history, Taiwan has never been a sovereign country. Second, One China principle is an international norm. The principle says there is only one China. Taiwan is an inalienable part of China. Both the mainland of China and Taiwan belong to one China. There's never two Chinas, or one China, one Taiwan. In the year 1971, Uganda was among the overwhelming 76 countries who casted solemn votes in support of the UN General Assembly Resolution 2758. The resolution confirmed the representatives of government of PR China, the only legitimate representatives of China to the United Nations, and decided to expel forthwith the representatives of Chiang Kai-shek from the place which they unlawfully occupy at the United Nations and in all the organizations related to it. Plus, in all the UN official documents, when Taiwan is mentioned, it is always called Taiwan, a province of China. Therefore, the One China principle was entrenched an international norm. On foot of the principle, China has established diplomatic relations with 183 countries and played a pivotal role in the international multilateral system with UN at its core. Third, the PR China is a peace builder across the Taiwan Straits. A semi-colonialism history tells us only by national reunification can the Chinese people on both sides of Taiwan Straits cast aside the shadow of civil war and create lasting peace. And this is the only way to avoid the risk of Taiwan being invaded again by foreign forces, and to safeguard the sovereignty, security, and development of whole China. The PR China has adopted peaceful means, namely one country, two systems policy, as the first choice to resolve the Taiwan question. One country, two systems means that within the reunited China, Taiwan may continue its current social system and enjoy a high degree of autonomy in accordance with the law. The two systems will abide by side by side for a long time to come. One country is a precondition and foundation of two systems, and the two are integrated under the One China principle. This is the best way for a peaceful future across the Taiwan Straits. Nevertheless, the Taiwan Democratic Progressive Party Authority, backed by some external forces, has increasingly undermined One China principle through clinging to that separatist position of seeking Taiwan independence and distorting the hard-won 1992 consensus. They have been promoting desyncretization and independence in the island, a dangerous move aiming to haul the island further away from the motherland. Since LIZHONG, William Lai in English, of DPP was recently elected the regional leader of Taiwan, we have seen repeated comments from some officials in USA to challenge the authority of UNGA Resolution 2758, calling Taiwan's status undetermined and trumpeting for Taiwan's meaningful participation in the UN system. These comments distort the facts and history, treat on international law and the basic norms of international relations, and also breach their own commitment. As a matter of fact, the US is a signatory to the Cairo Declaration and Potsdam Proclamation. In the 3 China-US joint communiques, the US clearly states that the government of the United States of America recognizes China's position that there is only one China and Taiwan is part of China. And US leaders have on multiple occasions reaffirmed the commitment of not supporting Taiwan independence, not supporting 2 Chinas or one China, one Taiwan. However, the above-mentioned comments is questioning and misinterpreting the UNGA Resolution 2758, which runs counter to the spirit of this commitment. I hereby reiterate that the result of the election in the Taiwan region cannot change the underlying dynamic and future direction of cross-strait relations, nor can it stop rejuvenation of the Chinese nation and China's reunification, which is a trend of the times and history. The One China principle is unshakable and brooks no challenge, and the Chinese people stand firmly against Taiwan independence and will defeat any attempt of external forces to contain or disturb China by playing the card of Taiwan question. Ladies and gentlemen, looking forward, I'm confident that China-Uganda relations and practical cooperation will voyage to a new height based on our mutual support to each other's core interests. Regarding today's topic, I have 3 ideas to share. First, I once again extend deep appreciation to the Ugandan government and people for a steadfast commitment to One China principle, Uganda's valuable support to China, and the principle at the UNGA, the WHA, and Interpol conferences, and etc., have sent out a clear signal of our solidarity and comradeship. My appreciation especially goes to Right Honorable Nakandama and Honorable Okello for gracing this seminar with their presences and viewpoints to share with us. Second, as China seats a permanent member of UN Security Council and Uganda, the chair of both NAM and Group 77 plus China, we needed to increasingly strengthen our coordination and cooperation on the multilateral arena in supporting each other's core interests and the core interests of the common interests of the developing countries, so as to safeguard international justice and defend the common interests of the developing countries. Last but not least, we should push forward China-Uganda comprehensive cooperative partnership to a new era, where high-level exchanges to be further tightened, practical cooperation to deliver more real results, and 9 programs and Belt Road Initiative to forge ahead with big achievements, bringing more benefits to both of our peoples. And in this autumn, China and African countries will host the new FOCAC summit in Beijing. And we have invited African leaders, including His Excellency President Museveni, to attend this summit and to discuss the future cooperations between China and Uganda in various fields. With this, I want to thank you all for attending today's seminar.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.